Alright, welcome back Midlifers, it's Ian here. So today we are in a very special place and we have access to interesting lights again. So someone has asked if the new 700x from Aputure can actually replace the bigger lights like a 1200 over here. And guess what, we're going to test it out today. So I got all the Aputure lights that I have, plus I borrowed some. So we have the 400x over here, we have the 700x behind me, and over on this side, this is the 1200D. So I guess a lot of you guys, or a lot of people in general, have been using this kind of 1200D power lights to light through a window from the exterior. And some people might be wondering if you can actually substitute that with a 700x, considering that the 700x is easier to power, it's smaller, it's lighter, and it can be handled by one person, whereas this one you need probably a combo stand and maybe a bit of help to put it on if you're not that strong. So today we're gonna measure it. I got a data color meter over here and we're gonna see how bright the lights get. And with assistance from our dear Lusan over here.
Oh hey, hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
We are going to use him as a model and see how bright the lights get. Okay, and we'll find out whether you can actually replace the 1200D with the newer Storm light over here. Alright, so today I don't have any Seconics that I can borrow, so we have to settle with this data color light meter. So this is a light meter like the Seconic. It has this little dome that reads the light values, and we connect it to our phone via an app, so it's also quite convenient. It produces similar kind of readings. So all we need to know is how many lux it is, and the stops in your kind of normal meter, and also the color temperature. So we'll compare these three things among the three lights over there, and we'll also have a model over here that will be sitting here so that we can see how the person actually looks when it's lit by that.
Yes, I'm not the prettiest model, but it will do for this episode.
We have no choice.
Yeah, we got no choice. No budget.
Yes. So this is the first light we're testing. This is the Storm 80C. So we have measured it and it says ISO 800 shutter 1/50 at f9. It is 1470 lux. So I think we'll go by lux because as we get brighter and brighter, the kind of stops gets kind of ridiculous. So the light color is actually 5670 Kelvin, so that's pretty good. So the next light will be the 400x. Okay, so this is quite bright.
I need eye insurance for this.
Yeah. So for this, we are getting f18 ISO 800 shutter 180. So this is basically like, the lux is 6050 lux. So that's significantly brighter than the 80C.
A lot brighter.
So this is about, I don't know, 5 times as bright.
Yeah, 5 times as bright if we...
Okay, so now we go on to the 700X. So this is even brighter. It should be one stop brighter, I guess.
Yep.
So now we are at aperture of 25. The lux is 11,200. So it's almost double.
Yeah, that's almost double.
Yeah, it's almost double. It's 11,100 now, yeah. So the light temperature is 5750, which is still pretty good. Yeah, it is almost twice as bright as the 400X. Bare about 2 meters away. Okay, now we go to the big one over there, okay? Okay, so this is quite bright. So this one, you can see that the light spread is quite a lot more.
Yeah.
So the reading is not so high. So the reading for this, guess what, is 12,100 only. It's 12,000 lux.
Yeah, that's not a lot more.
Yeah, just now that one was like
700x.
11,000. Yeah. It's like 1,000 lux more. Light color is 5860, so it's still pretty good. Okay, so you've seen that bare bulb at 2 meters away, the 1200D is about as bright as the 700X. However, the 1200D produces more light because it's more spread out.
It's a wider spread.
Yeah.
So what if we concentrate that spread using like a reflector or something, you know?
Yes. So
Yeah.
now we'll find out. Okay, so we're going to put on the reflectors on all the lights and then let's see how bright they get, okay? Alright, so now we're going to use a reflector. So we're going to use the one from the 700X on all the lights, basically the 1002, the 700 and the 400. So we will use the same reflector. Ideally, you should use the correct degree reflector for the correct light. But we don't have exactly the correct degree, so I'm just going to use the biggest one we have. That makes the nicest sound.
Yeah.
It doesn't ring so nice on the small one.
It sounds like
Yeah.
my frying pan. No, not frying pan. Oh no, the smaller one.
Yeah.
Saucepan, yeah, saucepan.
Alright, so this is the ATC with the ATC reflector. We can't put the big one on because this is a mini ProLock mount. So what we're getting now is f14 at ISO 800 shutter of 180, which is 1/50. 5670 again, which is very consistent with the color, and 4050 lux. Alright, so now we will cut this off and go to the next slide. Let's turn this off. Okay, so now this is the 400X. We are having f32, 19,900 lux, 19,800 lux. Okay, the ATC was 4,050 lux. Okay, 4 times around the power.
Almost 5 times.
Almost
right?
5 times the
Almost
power.
5 times, yeah.
Okay, now let's do the next one. Oh, okay. So this is a 700X. So let's see what we're getting. We're getting 34,700 lux. It's an f-stop of 45.
Wow.
I can't even count how many stops like this really because it's like beyond my comprehension. Okay, so just now the 400X was 19,500. So this is not exactly double. This is 34,000, 35,000. That one was about 19,500. Maybe 50% more, slightly more than 50%.
Around there, yeah.
The math makes sense because it's 700, that one's 400. It's about there. So now let's try the big light. Oh my god, wow.
Even looking at this wall is
Wow.
hurting my eyes, you know.
Okay, so let's see the power of this. Oh my god. This is f64. f64.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
69,000.
F64 is literally shut. Your aperture is literally shut.
This is 69,100 lux. It's 69,000 lux, okay? I don't know, man. 69,000 is like double of the 700.
Yep.
Okay, so you have seen the power of the 1200. But to put into perspective, right, it is double the brightness of the 700. There's only one stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Only one
it's
stop,
not
right?
that much. So if you're wondering if the 700X can substitute a 1200D, in some cases maybe yes, in some cases maybe not. If you're using the 700X with a Fresnel and you're concentrating the light into a very narrow beam, I guess you get quite a lot of output. And bare bulb, these two are roughly the same. However, the difference really comes when you actually put a reflector or a Fresnel on a 1200D, and then it just becomes twice as powerful as the 700X. So I would say in some applications you can substitute them, in some you can't. So the most common usage is when you're putting it outside and just shooting it in through a window with a Fresnel or with a reflector. I guess if you need the 1200D most of the time, you still should stick to the 1200D. But the 700X is a bit more flexible because it's bicolor. You can make it warm, you can do sunset, whereas this one you got to gel it. And then once you gel it, you actually lose power, and then I guess this is just smaller and more convenient. Another thing is that this one is pretty heavy. This is quite a lot heavier than the 700X. You can see the size difference is pretty evident. This has all the newer creature comforts. This one has a baby pin, junior pin combo. So you don't have to use a big stand, a combo stand like this. Whereas for the 1000Ds, basically the 1000-watt lights and above, you need a bigger stand to accept the junior pin. And these stands are way heavier than the smaller stands that you can bring around to support the 700X. So if you're working alone, I guess 700X is still more practical. The power supply is also much smaller, we'll see that in a while. And it's easier to set up. And it comes with this new ProLock mount. So this is easier to mount your attachments on.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas this one is still the old-fashioned Bowen style, conventional twist and lock. Alright, so if you're considering the 400X as a very powerful light, don't consider it because it's not meant to be. This is just maybe somewhat like your 600 bicolor kind of light. So it's powerful for its class, but it's still not as powerful as 1000 or 700 when you need it. Interestingly, if you are to consider getting the Storm series and you want something super powerful, we don't have it here, but the 1002X that one is super powerful. That one is twice the power of the 1200D. So that works out to be like 3 to 4 times as powerful as the 700X.
Yeah,
So,
I think it's because the Blair engine is more efficient
Yep.
than this daylight core. Yeah.
So if you really need the power, I guess don't bother even with the 1200D, just get the 1200X.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so this is the final consideration of lights when you buy lights. You can see how big the control boxes are. So for the 400X, it's extremely portable over here. It's meant to be super portable. The 700X is in the middle of being portable and not portable. And the 1200 is obviously quite big. So the case for this is pretty large. Probably can only fit one set in the car. Can fit maybe like 3 sets of the 400X in the car. So if you need flexibility, I guess you can bring 3 pieces of 400X rather than one big one. One more thing. So the 700X has the best sounding cone. Like seriously,
Yeah, man.
there's no other cone that sounds like this. So
You can use it as a amplifier. Hello. Hello. Sounds great. Sounds great, doesn't it?
try the small one.
Hello.
No, that one's louder.
This is louder, right?
Yeah.
Hey. Hello. It's really loud.
Yeah.
It's so loud.